What I think that many people don't realize is that when you're playing this game, you can actually use it to help solve real life challenges. Many times people are thinking, okay, it's just a card game. But what happens is by the way that you have to focus on the four corners of the board, where you have your guardian, where you have the shadow arc, where you have the Moloch clock that you have to reverse, the Elowyn tree of life, even in the very design that you're going to be looking visually at the different patterns. That's already there, a conscious design also to help stimulate right and left side brain integration. How I work it in the game is sometimes when in the beginning I start my day and I know there are certain challenges that I have to solve. Then I start a game having the intention of that challenge that I want to solve in my mind, and then I let it go and I start to see in as I'm playing the game, what are the kind of decisions that I'm making, what are the priorities, and how am I getting triggered. So for example, if the shadow arc starts to attack me, am I just wanting to beat back, or am I keeping my focus there on having to reverse the clock, having to restore the tree of life? And then I start to see whether I'm actually utilizing the skills and abilities and potentials that the cards afford. And I'm going to give you a few examples here. So when I was really challenged with, okay, how are we going to grow this community if we don't have a budget for all the traditional forms of marketing? And then I started playing Aleph, the Cosmic Coder. In Aleph's deck, there is the Cosmic Serpent. That is one of the four. Every Guardian has 4 unique cards. And then there is a common deck of 20 cards. When you're putting the Cosmic Serpent on your deck, it says whenever you play another code card, and these are the other code cards, the 3 that you see here, the Hacker Key, the Hologram, the Cosmic Codes. Whenever you put the Serpent on the deck and you play another code card, then you can win back time with 1 hour, and we want to win back time as much as possible till we bring it back to 0. In the beginning, when I played Aleph and I lost the game, I hadn't thought about, I just put the serpent there, but I didn't have a code card next to it to play. So I was just playing any other card, so I didn't get any benefit from the time reversal. In fact, my serpent died. Then I thought about it, I thought, hold on, here I had an opportunity. Well, what's life telling me in this situation? So I went back into the game, did it again. So I put my serpent there. Now I made sure that I waited before playing, that I had enough mana. When you see here these numbers on the top left, this is called mana. That's the amount of mana crystals that you need in order to play that card. So I made sure that I had enough mana in my little tray in order to play the serpent and play another code card. And I won back that hour. So then I let it go. Didn't think about either the game or the challenge. And then a few hours later, I started getting all this creativity coming up and started to think of all these different ways in which we as EARTHwise can help grow the community around the game by creating different synergetic solutions and not just focusing on traditional marketing. Traditional marketing would be when, okay, I'm only having that serpent, then what else do I do? So then we started to look at, okay, in our partnerships there, where is the game as a strategy meaningful for other activities, for youth, for schools, etc. And how can we create these win-win strategies? So it changed the conversation with the partners. How can we do this card, this strategy, and that strategy together? And what can open up by combining that? Combining the game with training, combining the game with movement building. Look at the cards carefully. On every card, it's described what they are doing. A very good card to always to have is your Lucky Fairy, because it means that you get your presence right from the start. A very useful card to have also is your Tiger, because it can't be attacked directly. And a very powerful card to teach us something about life is your Turtle. Because when you're playing your Turtle, it helps you win back time as long as it doesn't die. Sometimes we're applying a strategy, but we're not protecting it. We're not putting other support systems around it when we're playing it too soon. And then what you think you gain as an advantage, you lose again. Just a very, very quick demo as we go into the game. So here we are positioned now against Vandras. It's a shadow arc of Moloch, and that is basically the AI. At the beginning, you get dealt 4 cards. And what you have the option then is to move away the cards that cost too much, because you won't have enough mana crystals to play that in the beginning. You get 1 little mana crystal, which is the bottom of the tray here, to start the game. And then every next round you get another crystal with it. So here, for example, we're having our Lucky Fairy, just what we want, so we can double that. And when the hero power here of Aleph is to draw another code. card. So we have exactly one left now. So we can, there we go, we have our Cosmic Serpent. So, okay, this is a great example then of what we were saying earlier. So I have my Cosmic Serpent here, but it costs me 4 mana, so I can't play it yet. And I'm only going to get that benefit if I have another code card, which in this case here, we're seeing the Cosmic Hologram, and we're seeing also the Hacker Key. So that's good. I've got my cards here, and I need to make sure I play it in the right sequence now. I'm going to end turn, because we've gone out of mana, and now it's Moloch's turn. And what we want to do, we want to reverse that clock, bring it back to 0. I want to heal the tree. The tree is currently on 30. We want to heal it back to 60 without having to attack the Shadow Arc directly. So now, for example, what we're seeing here, this lucky fairy, she has 1 health and she has 1 attack value. Yeah, and that you can see that means that the card of Rose is now gone. We have now only 3 mana left. So what we're going to do is use the coin. Yeah. And then we are going to play the Devourer. And we are going to wait again for, we have 1 more that we can use for a random code card. So, and that brings us to end turn. Okay. And we're building up, we want to be building up now our mana. And see, now the turtle is being played by the other side. So in fact, there is a time reversal by 1 hour. But if I now attack that turtle of Moloch, then that hour is also lost for both sides. Yeah? So we want to protect that. We want to make sure that it doesn't die. So here's an example now where I could play the Cosmic Serpent. But if I do that, I don't have enough cards to also play one of the code cards. So I'm actually going to pass this end turn, because I want to get enough of these crystals in order. So we have now 5. Okay, good. And so this is now a time where we can play our Cosmic Serpent. Yeah. And now I can, and we see it also is healing the tree because it went just up. And here we go. No, we don't have enough. Where is the Hacker Key? This is the one I wanted. Yeah. Okay. There you go. See, we won back that 1 hour. And the Hacker Key also reveals deception. So it's letting us know what is happening, and we've been able to heal the tree. So very, very powerful strategy card, that Cosmic Serpent, but you have to time it well. You have to make sure that you use the right combinations.